Yeah. So, hey guys, it's Alkamar coming to you live with another edition of my garden series. So I'm just want to show you guys what's going on. The last time I came to you, we planted these little pods, right? And so they were just nothing here. But as you can see, I have a tiny greenhouse here now. So I got all kind of wonderful things starting to grow, like my purple basil, Spanish onions, tomatoes, three different kind of tomatoes. These are bell peppers, red peppers, lettuce, two different kinds. Then you flip it on the other side. I have some other things growing as well. But what I really wanted to hone in on today was the corn. Oh, well, let me tell you, this is bean sprout. So this is actually this big tall one here. I actually broke it off moving too fast. So it was actually even taller than that. Check that out. But that's fine. That's not going to hurt anything. And I did have some seedlings that are not growing at all. So we're gonna have to come back to the drawing board for a few things, but for the most part, most of my seedlings took root, so which is a good thing. Corn. Let me show you. These babies are corn. So I have three different stalks. Actually, this is five when you think about it, because what I did is I put two seeds in one, and as you can see, there's more than one growing out of each. But I had to take them out of this pod here and put them into their individual pods because the corns were starting to root out and take the nutrients from my other seed pods. And so I had to take them out, but I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. So you just pull them. The beautiful thing about these pods, see there, see the root had been growing. Okay, and see, they'll grow way out, and then they'll start pulling from other soil and things like that. And so, and they need, as you can see, because you know, when corn stalks grow, they grow to be 6, 7, 8 feet tall easily, right? And so, they need more space to grow. So I'm just taking them out and putting them in a bigger space to grow. So all I'm gonna do is take some of this soil that I had mixed for another plant that did not do too well. And so I kept the soil because I had it all mixed really good and had the compost in here and had the topsoil in here along with some other garden soil. And so I didn't want to waste it. So I figured I'd keep it because I knew for a rainy day I would need it soon. So here we are. So I'm just going to I'll bring it down, make it easier for you to see. I'm just going to take some of this soil. And normally you would really be outdoors if you really wanted to on a nice little day, sunny day to do this. But it's not going to hurt nothing to be in here. I can always sweep up. So I'm just adding soil to the pot. Right? I'll bring it back up here so you can see better. And this soy, I already mixed it a little bit with some warm water. Warm water, family. You don't want really like cold water when you're dealing with these seedlings like this because you can shock them. They're babies. So make sure your water is warm, you know. So warm water, a little bit mixed in there. And so I just put it in that way so their roots can have a little bit more room and space to grow. And the beautiful thing about these pots here is that they're biodegradable. So we're going to put this right in the ground. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to unroot it, nothing. You just take this right in the ground, and the earth will start eating it up, and it'll grow better. And so I did not take it out of its original its original pod. You don't want to do that because they get comfortable. Like we all do, we get a space and we get a groove in and we get comfortable in that space. So when you take them out of the original space, you can shock them that way as well and make them really uncomfortable, and they can die. So leave them right in the original pod And I just take some warm water and I put the water around in the around in the soil that I just put in here. I didn't put it right directly on the pot, just in the soil itself. I see a root sticking up, so I'm just going to stuff the root down with my finger. And that's it. You know, if you want to put a little more soil, wouldn't hurt nothing to add a little more soil around the edges, like so. hmm Give them more space to room. Space to grow. And then I'm going to do all three the exact same way, right? And then that's it. You just leave them be. You know, you want to make sure that the soil stays damp. You don't want to overwater it where it's all soggy, and you just want it damp to the touch. And they'll do just fine. Okay, and I'm gonna do the other two off camera so you can see that. And let me tell you what else I got growing here. Again, I have them all labeled so I know what is doing good, what is not. Spinach. It's taking its time. It's just starting to grow. Everything else kind of sprouted within the first, I would say, 3 to 5 days. Really, is when they really started to sprout. Most of them. Beets are doing good, and you can tell the beets because check the beets out. Look at the red. See the red on the beets? So the beets are doing good. What else is here? Carrots are slow coming. I got one part of carrots coming. Dill, not at all. I don't see no dill at all, so I'm hoping that they will come soon. Brussels sprouts, green beans, no go, not yet. Kale, collard greens. They are so hardy. Kale is easy. I mean, kale is probably the easiest plant to grow, especially in this area in Maryland. Kale, collards, all of your rough greens like that. They're really easy to grow. I have some still out in my garden today. They withstood the whole winter and they're still out there green. They're not beautiful and leafy and thick green, but they are still tall and green right out there in my garden now. So red cabbage, lima beans, and sunflowers. These are my sunflowers. And see how they get leggy? Which you really don't want, but because it's still early in the season and I really can't take them outside yet, they're growing like this. But that's fine because once I take them and put them in the ground, they'll sprout up really strong. So don't worry if your plants get leggy like that, which means that they just fall over when they should be growing tall like this bean sprout. But don't worry too much because if it's in good soil, come springtime, they'll do just fine. Okay, family, I think that's all I have for you. And for another seed episode, just hang tight. I'm gonna come back to you in a couple of weeks and show you what's going on then. All right, family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of each other out there. Peace.